right, so we're now getting into this part known as economic engines. You need to understand something. As a trader, it's very, very important that you understand what drives economies, right? We cannot start off by talking about countries and everything. We've spoken about the United States dollar, the currencies, the 8 major currencies, right? But what really makes the United States dollar strong, right? What makes the euro to weaken? What really influences what? Those currencies' performance, right? So in this part of the class, this is the way we now give you that information, right? And then basically it's the theoretical part, right? You guys are ready for that? Okay, so economic engines. Right, so we're going to do for all the 8 major currencies, Okay, the first one is, next, the United States of America. Trump. Okay, next. So the United States of America has a current population of 327 million people, has an unemployment rate of 3.3%. Guys, 3.3%. Out of curiosity, what percentage does Zimbabwe have? 100. Not 110. Right. So literally, this guy is 3.3%. Right. So like when Trump got into power, the unemployment rate was like 4% around there. Ever since, it's just been going down. So literally, he's been doing a good job. 3.3% literally means everyone can get a job. You go to university, you're almost guaranteed of a job, right? Okay. Average disposable income, $54,000 US per annum. Maybe you do not understand. My brother, 54,000. 54 per annum. That's what an average person gets. Amazing, huh? What can you do with 54,000 in Zimbabwe? Too much, huh? Right. Imagine, this is what someone can get that side per year. Right. It is the largest economy in the world and the 3rd largest country in the world after Russia, in terms of land size. Right. Right. Economic characteristics. Number 1, it has the largest energy sector, that is oil and gas, right, in the world, and it has the largest stock exchange in the world. We're talking about the New York Stock Exchange here, right? So what makes it the largest in the world? Because of the largest companies that we have in the world, You name it, Apple, Google, Amazon, so many things, right? So literally, the New York Stock Exchange is the largest stock exchange in the world. If I'm right, no, I'm wrong. Those stats are wrong. All right. But has the highest technological innovation, research, and development, Samsung, Apple, what? Literally almost any technological innovation starts from America, then it goes down to the rest of the world. Except for Huawei. I don't know how to pronounce it, guys. I really don't know. Is it Huawei? Huawei? Who are you? Oh, how are we? Right. Hey, but it's amazing. It shows you what people can do, right? And then factors that affect the United States dollar, right? In this part of the class, guys, right, it's a bit generic. in terms of the factors that actually affect the currency. Things like inflation. Inflation, all currencies are affected by inflation. Zimbabweans? It's true, eh? Right. What is inflation, guys? What would you say inflation is? General rise in prices. Okay. What did you say? Yes.
I think it's money losing its purchasing power.
Money losing its purchasing power, right? Exactly. Right. That's what inflation is all about. Then there are specific performance indicators that tell us how the United States of America is performing economically, right? So you talk about the GDP, it's generic, but there's one that's specific to the United States dollar, the non-farm payroll. Huh? So what happens with the non-farm payroll is that it comes out once every first Friday, right, of the month. So like this month, we're in what? We're in March, right? So it came out on the first Friday of that month. Next month is what? It's April, huh? Right? That first Friday, they'll release what? Figures. What are those figures for? So those figures are the number of jobs that the private sector would have managed to create within that month, right? So if they manage to create more jobs, right, that means that what? The unemployment rate is going to go down, huh? People are going to get jobs. What does it mean for the economy? It's going to what? It's booming, huh? Right? But let's say they then produce less jobs. What does it mean? Things are not so good, huh? People are not getting jobs, which therefore means that the economy is going down. Then the dollar is going to weaken, huh? Are you getting the sense? Right? So there's certain specific indicators that apply to each currency, right? Politics. Trump comes out and he says, it's the Chinese virus. Okay, sorry. Man, wow. Right, but anyway, I mean, politics generally does affect an economy, huh? Right? I remember once, that was in 2017, there was a time that he had a fight between, there was America and Kim, right? They were fighting about weapons, right? Nuclear warfare, what. And then Trump was like, hey, this will be met with fire and fury, right? And this guy actually did a missile test over Japan or something. Right? And I remember during that time, like, boom, the dollar just weakened because people thought war was coming in, huh? Right? And I remember currencies like the Swiss franc literally just strengthened, the yen strengthened, all of those, huh? So it shows you politics has got a huge impact to trading, huh? Okay, next. Now we go to the land of Switzerland. Guys, let me ask you a question. What do you know Switzerland for? Chocolate. Wow. You know, we've trained so many people, huh? And literally, like, whenever we ask these questions, it's usually the ladies that have first say, hey, chocolate.
We buy the chocolate, so...
Oh, Valentine's, huh? Okay. All right. So what is Switzerland? What do we know Switzerland for? So first of all, Switzerland has a high technology, which makes it a service-based economy. It's a service-based economy. What is a service, guys? What is a service? What is a service? What is a service? How would you define a service? Oh, church service. Yes, sir. An intangible good, huh? Right? So it's just like what I'm doing right now, huh? I'm teaching, huh? Right? This is a service. You can't really touch it, right? You can only go back home and say, he taught me. Right? So same thing with them also. They also provide what? Services. What service do they provide? They provide good banking services. So did you know, according to history, guys, right, Hitler used to store his gold in Switzerland. Oh yeah, that's how they adopted the banking system. Huh? These guys are literally very, very good with keeping money. All right. Next. So characteristics of the Swiss franc, yeah, we already mentioned it, right? Economic indicators, we talk about the GDP, interest rates, right? The monetary policy, which if the SNB releases, right, can either be good for the currency, either to strengthen or to weaken, huh? Right? Unemployment rates. Okay. Then we move on to New Zealand. New Zealand has a population of approximately 4.89 million. Imagine just under 5 million, huh? Right. Unemployment rate of 4.1%. Amazing, huh? Right. Inflation rate of at 1.4%. GDP per capita, 39,100. That FDI inflow of 985.8 million per annum. What's FDI, guys? What's FDI? What does FDI mean? What does FDI mean? Yes. Foreign direct investment. What does it mean, sir? It means foreign, and then direct, and then they're investing. Okay, this is what foreign direct investment is. Basically, it's a measurement of the amount of money that gets into an economy to develop, right? So whether be it the investors are investing in mining, for instance, right? The money that they use to invest into that nation, then we consider that to be foreign direct investment. Does it make sense? What do we know New Zealand for? What do you guys know New Zealand for? What? Rugby. Yeah. Guys, I was once a rugby player. Yeah. I see. You guys, you're doubting me. Put me in the field, my brother. Hey, I will show you miracles. Oh. I'm just joking. I'm too much of a stickman for rugby. Right. But literally, these guys, they're the biggest producers of dairy products. Yeah, dairy. Imagine that. That's their number one thing. Dairy products. They're very big on that. As well as agriculture, huh? Yeah, so next. Economic indicators, monetary policy, GDP, that. But one key thing you need to note about the New Zealand dollar. So what usually happens is, usually every month, they release what they call the global price, the global dairy price index, right? That one just measures to see, hey, in terms of dairy products, how much did they produce for previous month, right? How much they actually produce for this month, right? If it's less than expected, then it means that what? The kiwi is supposed to, right? So certain things like that. So they have their own specific indicator, huh? Cool. Next. Japan. Current population of 126.7 million. Do you know, they say that Japan is underpopulated. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, apparently what happens in Japan is people spend more time at work. Like, I don't know. It's a busy. It's literally a busy life. So even with the documentary that I saw on BBC, they were like, you know, just showing how even school kids, you can literally find school kids going to school at midnight. Some kids come back at 2 a.m. Some kids come back at, oh yeah, watch the document. Like it's quite amazing. It's really amazing, huh? Right? But anyway, unemployment rate 2.41%, GDP per capita 39,000, disposable income 39,000. Too much, eh? They're wasting money. Inflation rate is at 0.7%. FDI inflow is 275 million. Right. Okay, what do you guys know Japan for? Samurai. Ha! Toyota, huh? Honda Fit, eh? Exactly. These guys, they're into manufacturing, huh? Yeah, especially on the vehicle side. So Africa is the biggest, we're the biggest customers for Japan, huh? I think we all know why. Okay, so also it's got improved political stability. You hardly ever hear anything political, huh, about Japan, huh? Very, very rare. You see, we don't even know who the president is, right? So they're politically stable, huh? Okay. Next. Australia. Right, current population 24.6 million people. 24.6 has an unemployment rate of 5.1%. Average disposable income is 33,000. Ha! Per year. Can I ask you guys a question? In Zimbabwe, guys, right? Like literally, what's the average disposable income per year, per annum?
200.
But I think you guys can see how big this economy is, huh? Right? Like literally, if someone can get 33,000 per year, imagine that. Amazing, huh? Right. GDP per capita 363 million. Inflation rate 1.3%. FDI inflow 15.3 billion. Why do you think it's got a high FDI inflow? Come on, guys, talk.
Asia Pacific. Is it like Chinese trade period?
Yes, 100%, yes. Not on, but there's a major reason. Filming, not really. Mining, right? These guys, they are miners. Korokoza. Right. So these guys, they're miners, huh? Right. So they're one of the largest producers of gold in the world. Amazing. So like literally sometimes, right? So in the FX market, guys, the FX market, like I was telling you, you can trade commodities, huh? Right? Oil, gold, and all that. So if you were to look on your chart, right, this is how the currency pair for gold will be like. It will be denoted by an X first, right? X, any one of your currency pairs that you see with an X, just it denotes a commodity, right? Then next, it will have the chemical symbol. So in this case, it's gold. It will be AU, huh?